They never hit you. There were no bruises, no visible scars. But something was deeply wrong. You started doubting yourself. You stopped trusting your own memory. You felt worthless, exhausted, invisible, and you couldn't even explain why. This is what emotional abuse does to a person, and the science behind it will change the way you see everything. Emotional abuse is not about anger. It is about control. It is a pattern of behavior designed to make you feel small, confused, and completely dependent on the other person. It can come from a partner, a parent, a friend, a boss, anyone with power over you. And it does not always look like what you imagine. Sometimes it is constant criticism disguised as concern. Sometimes it is humiliation disguised as a joke. Sometimes it is silence used as a weapon, being ignored, shut out, made to feel like you don't exist. Whatever form it takes, your brain registers it all as danger. Every cruel word, every dismissal, every moment of humiliation, your brain logs it all, and it starts making changes to protect you. Your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, goes into permanent overdrive. It starts treating everything as a threat, a raised voice, a change in tone, a look. You become exhausted from being permanently on guard in your own home. Your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory, begins to shrink. This is why survivors of emotional abuse often struggle to remember clearly, struggle to trust their own version of events. And then there is cortisol. In a healthy body, cortisol spikes briefly during stress and then returns to normal. In someone being emotionally abused, cortisol never fully comes back down. This constant flood of stress hormones starts destroying the body from the inside. Chronic headaches that never seem to have a cause, stomach problems, digestive issues, nausea that comes and goes, exhaustion so deep that no amount of sleep fixes it, a weakened immune system that keeps breaking down. Your body is in a permanent state of survival, even when there is no immediate danger. Now let's talk about gaslighting, because this is the part that does the most damage. Gaslighting is when someone deliberately makes you question your own reality. That never happened. You're too sensitive. You're imagining things. Nobody will believe you. Over time, your brain actually starts to believe it. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that makes decisions and regulates your sense of self, begins to thin. You lose confidence in your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own judgment. And then people ask, why don't you just leave? The answer is not simple. And it is not weakness. Emotional abuse rewires your brain to be dependent on the abuser for your sense of reality. It creates a trauma bond, a psychological attachment that is as real and as powerful as any addiction. The good moments, and there are always good moments, are what keep you there. Your brain clings to those moments like a lifeline, because they feel like proof that the good version is the real one. Now, the most important part, the brain can heal. It is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself even after serious damage. But healing requires one thing above everything else: safety. Safety to feel your feelings without being told they are wrong. Safety to remember what you actually know to be true. Safety to slowly trust yourself again. Emotional abuse does not leave bruises you can see, but it leaves marks inside your brain, your body, and your sense of who you are. If any of this felt familiar, know this: what happened to you was real. What you felt was real. And healing, even when it feels impossible, is real too.